Hi, welcome back to the Frugal Homestead. So, what have we got going on today? Have you ever tried to make homemade popsicles at home and they just didn't turn out quite right, or they were plumb full of sugar and you questioned on whether they were any better than the ones you were buying in the store? Well, I have the recipe for you. I have tried it before, and my popsicles, I just really wasn't happy with the way they came out. But with this recipe, I absolutely love it. So, what you will need is 1 package of sugar-free Jell-O. Any flavor that you want, because this is going to be your own design of flavors. You can mix and match it however you want. So, 1 box of sugar-free Jell-O. 1 package of Kool-Aid. This is the unsweetened Kool-Aid, just in the packet, you know, you get for like 26 cents. Whatever flavor that you think is going to mix well with your Jell-O. You're going to need 1/4 cup of sugar-free sweetener, or we use this Trivia. I believe if you use Splenda, it's 0 calorie, or 0 carb. So if you are trying to cut your carbs back, use Splenda. This actually does have some carbs in it. Whenever we get to the end of this, you'll see each popsicle has 10 calories and 3 carbs. So very low on the calories and the carbs. We don't mind the little bit of carbs that's in them. It works well with our diet plan, if you will. So let's get started. First, you're going to put in a cup of hot water. And that's just below boiling. I had it really super hot so it wouldn't cool off too fast. And then you're going to add your Jell-O to it. You just want to add your Jell-O slowly as you're stirring so that it don't all go to the bottom. There we go. And now I'm going to add my Kool-Aid. Today we are making strawberry Jell-O with pink lemonade Kool-Aid. Another good option that we've found is strawberry and regular lemonade, or I think there's like blue raspberry Kool-Aid, and the raspberry Jell-O works well together. But like I said, you can make it whatever flavors you like to combine. I think cherry would be really good in it. I'm going to add my sweetener because I want to make for sure that this is going to dissolve before we add our cold water. So I'm just going to stir this for a couple minutes here, making sure it all dissolves really well. Now, whenever you get to the end, I have these little popsicle things that I bought at Walmart. And I actually got these on clearance last year after the summer was over and bought them for 25 cents a piece for each one. But I think they're like normally $1.97 or something. Whenever we pour this in, we will end up with 16 popsicles. This recipe will fill 2 of those. And they look kind of small, but actually, once you eat these popsicles don't melt like normal popsicles do. So 1 actually is plenty for me. I'm perfectly happy with 1. It seems like one of the big ones from the grocery store. But it's kind of nice because they're small enough that my grandbabies can run around with them and eat them and not get drippings everywhere, because they don't drip the same way as regular popsicles either, which makes it really nice for the little ones. I'm going to add another 1.5 cups of water. This is just cold water. Actually, make that 1 cup of cold water. So I'm just going to start around, once again, just making for sure that everything's dissolved nicely so that we don't have anything in the bottom. And it's looking really good. You can kind of peer through the bottom of your cup if you have it in a glass container. There we go. Now I'm just gonna put on my lids here. I find that it's easier to fill one side of these at a time, because if I try and cross over, I make a mess. And it's probably just me, but I do it this way now so I don't make a mess. You can also just put these in cups or whatever and buy some popsicle sticks and stick them down in it if you can't find these little molds in the store. Sometimes I think they're just seasonal. You just stick the lid in them, or the stick in them. Now I will tell you, whenever you go to get these out, they freeze kind of hard to these containers. So it's best if you run a little bit of hot water over the top of them and just kind of wiggle them a little bit till they come out. Otherwise your popsicle stick comes out and your popsicle stays in. We don't want that happening to you. Okay, so there's one. Pour these out here. Well, guys, it looked like I had too much water. I should have left it the way I had it, because I'm short 2 popsicles now. So 1 cup of hot water, 1.5 cups of cold water is the recipe. Some reason it just looked like I had too much in there. That's okay though, they'll be fine. There you go. And then I just put these in the freezer overnight, but I'm sure they're going to be ready in probably 3 to 4 hours from the time you put them in there. Just like Jello would set up or ice would freeze, you know, in about the same amount of time. So there are those. I'm going to show you what they look like because I made some last night because we were totally out over the weekend. So I will show you those now so that you can see what they turn out like. Give me just a second. Now I already ran the hot water over them so that I would be able to get these out of the containers. Hopefully they didn't freeze back on me. Oh, I think that one got a little bit. Those froze back. There's one. These are little unicorn horns. My granddaughter loves these ones. Let's see how it's just nice. But it doesn't drip, but if it does, if you get these little containers, it has a little edge there that it'll drip down into, if it happens to drip. But normally I never see hers drip anywhere. So, turns out really nice and neat. That's a really good flavor. This one is strawberry kiwi, I think, and strawberry jello. That turned out nice. So try this recipe. I'm sure your grandkids, your kids, and your whole family will enjoy it, and they will be homemade popsicles that you will actually love and appreciate. Thanks for joining us here at the Frugal Homestead. I'm Missy, and I'll see you in the next video.